Hey everybody, welcome back to the Suikoden walkthrough. We are revisiting the Son Air prison. I came in and grabbed the chest here on the right side and walked back out in the last video. And reason being was I actually had a rune on Gremio that I wanted to keep, and you know, once you progress the story to a certain point, Gremio is no longer usable. So so obviously I didn't want to lose that for the time being, that is. So you know, again, if you haven't already, definitely unequip Gremio, or I should say, at least take off his rune before you progress to the bottom of the prison here, because once you get to a certain point, there's, you know, again, you won't be able to do that. So do it now. I think I think these card-looking things, the nightmares, I think that's what drops the opal. Hopefully, hopefully I get one. At the end of combat. I know. I mean, I know I got one of them. I just don't know if I got it on video. I actually did end up doing a little bit of leveling. Oh, sorry, I wouldn't even say it's not really leveling. It was more just farming for that opal, and you know, I did that off screen. So I don't know if I actually caught myself getting one or not. Guess we'll find out. I do remember I walked out here with a couple of them. Oh, what I was doing. Okay, that's what I was doing. Just turning or changing the formation up a bit. Still no opal. It's quite elusive. Actually, it's not that bad of a drop in comparison to a lot of the other ones in this game. It's really not all that bad. And I think that formation there, none of those enemies had anything that I was really interested in, or at least at the moment. I'm guessing one of them's got some sort of ornament or something, but I didn't feel the need to farm it, I guess, at this time. Nor did I ever end up going back to do that. I don't think any of these rooms have anything in them. So the only thing that I don't like about this particular formation is the hero being in the back like that. That first spot, actually, where I usually keep him up in the front left, seems like that person gets attacked the most. So, you know, being that my hero's got the 9 water rune fragments attached to his weapon, he's regenerating 45 health every turn. So I normally like to keep him up front so that he can take the hits and then regenerate, you know. But with these people, obviously Victor, Pawn, and Flick are all short-ranged. So I didn't want to micromanage. I just wanted to hit free will. You know, instead of, like, Pawn would be able to be in the back row if you use his rune, but you know, again, I didn't really want to micromanage every battle. I just wanted to free will and crush the stuff down and be on my way. So that's what I ended up doing. And all of these chests are guarded by these veteran soldiers, so they're not particularly difficult. It's just more of an annoyance, I guess. And these, because guess it really doesn't matter what they drop because there's only so many of them, and it's, you know, it's not like you're gonna reset your game or something if you don't get what you want. So no worries there. You know, and I don't even know if they do drop anything to begin with anyway. So no big deal. Don't even worry about it. And here is my favorite Unite attack. Look at that. It's just so cheesy. Man. Ugh. I feel gross. Just feel dirty using it. It's just so good. And then here's where I made the cut, actually. I made the cut there, and I actually did all my, I think I farmed up my opals and whatever I wanted to get right there, so I just did that off screen so that, you know, we wouldn't have to see it. And then this is the, no, I guess you can wait a little bit. I was thinking this would be the point where you'd want to unequip Gremio, but you can actually wait a little bit. But it's not too much farther. I think we have to walk back. We have to walk back to the top of this dungeon, and I guess once I actually get there, I'll try to point out the spot that you're gonna want to, you know, take all of Gremio's gear off, I guess. All right, let's get out of here. You know, in hindsight, I really could have just left the hero up front, and actually in that front left spot, because that way I'd be able to just, there's an opal right there. So anyways, so I could if I left him up in that front left spot, I could just use his Unite attack right off the bat, and then just bash, you know, basically the X button, I guess, since I'm playing on PlayStation, and thus, you know, basically just tell everybody to attack, and then Pawn would end up defending, or whoever you decide to stick in the back. It wouldn't be all that important, but that is with, you know, if you've got Kai with you. So it probably would have been, I don't know, even easier than doing it like this. Excuse me. Alright, we are getting really close to the part where you're going to want to unequip Gremio. Looks like maybe another screen? 1 or 2 screens? Ouch. Man, that attack really hurt. Yeah, Pawn got crushed pretty bad there. All right. Yeah, okay. So right up here, right at the top of these steps is right here is where you're gonna want to unequip Gremio, and that's what I did there. Actually, I cut that part out. But anything that you've got on him, you're gonna want to take off. My, how barbarous. Barbarous? Spores of Agni, huh? Oh, I don't know. The the dialogue here, I don't know. Okay, so here he repeats his line. My, how barbarous. I don't know what happened there. Maybe there was some translation error or something. That really bugged me though. Run, they'll eat us. god, Gremio, come on out. What are you doing? It doesn't matter what you select there. Can't see anymore. Man, that's creepy. Ugh. Alright, so that is, you know, that's a pretty huge deal there. Gremio makes the ultimate sacrifice. So there's his cape and his axe, but what about his clothes? Alright, so Victor obviously grabs the cape and the axe. And here we awake. Pawn's at a loss for words. So Victor was obviously right. He had a hunch there that, you know, something was going to happen to Gremio, and well, unfortunately he was right. All right, where are we going, crazy? Yeah, like what am I doing? Okay, did I maybe go recruit people by myself? That seems kind of weird, but you know what? Whatever. Yeah, looks like that's exactly what I was doing. I do what I want. I do what I want. Oh yeah, alright, so we're going to recruit the... Oh, what is her name? Esmeralda? There you go. It appears to be the opal ring. She says the opal ring, but like, I have a bunch of them. I ended up getting a bunch. Oh, whatever. Details, details, details. Not important in this game. And in most RPGs. Alright, let's use that blinking mirror there. Time to go back home. Alright, looks like I'm gonna save here real quick. It's not a bad idea. Never a bad idea. And let's head back to the 4th floor and continue. All right. And before you initiate this dialogue, definitely save your game, because I had really bad luck with this next battle. And I think I ended up doing it 3 times. I think my thieves kept failing. and then I just guessed wrong, you know, as far as what attack to use. So I think like some of my actual main, you know, the actual stars ended up dying, so I had to reset. So, you know, again, save your game. Save your game, do yourself a favor. Show you my passion? What? Inappropriate. Forgive us, we have failed. Yeah, you guys always do, don't worry about it. I'm used to you failing. Leave it to me. Oh, man, that guy's annoying. Oh, this next plan is I didn't see it coming. Okay, well, thanks, buddy. Way to fail again. And then here I just guessed. So let's hope he charges. Oh, nice, okay. And that probably wasn't the best move. I actually probably should have used the bow attack, you know, because again, I didn't know what they were gonna do, so kind of just rolled the dice and went for it. And then here, I think Milich's attack is a magic attack. So that was perfect again there. I just, you know, another good guess. And then here, let's see if the thieves do anything good. Alright, next plan is bow attack. So here we're definitely going to want to use the strategists. Strategists and then charge. And that, I think that finishes them off. Here's the plan and make sure you obey it. The black golds. Alright, what do we have here? Kobolds, Carpenters, Victor's team. Wow, Victor's team is brutal with only just him. 21. Fisherman's. Yeah, and unfortunately the LaPonte's team is still the best. Okay. Fortunately, the Heroes team isn't as good anymore because we've lost Gremio. So they're no longer the top. Unfortunately. And the LaPonte family does work. That's that. So, you know, not really the best battle from my I don't know. It was more just me getting lucky, you know. I guessed his first two attacks perfectly. And, you know, again, when you don't know what they're going to do, your best option is actually to still use a bow attack. But, oh well, I didn't. I will avenge Gremio's death. Okay. Okay, Victor. Let's do it. Alright. Flick's gonna join us too. Cool. Choose the rest of your party. Alright. Let's see who I went with. I'm guessing Kai ended up in there. Yep, Pawn. That makes sense too. Let's see who else. Man. I almost wonder if I didn't take, like... Maybe I took... I'm guessing either I went with Stallion or Cleo. If I remember right now. It's been a while since I played this, but... Ooh, maybe even Kirkus. He's got that holy rune. That holy rune's staring at me in the face. Look at that. Yep, I was thinking about it. Yep, okay. It ended up being Kirkus. Alright. So that's who we went with. Let's see how it all turned out. And Kirkus has nothing. Okay. Looks like it's time to go equip Kirkus with something. Yep. This is either to equip Kirkus with armor or to kick him back out of the party. Because I know I don't want to go running around without any gear on. That's just not a good idea. I guess let's just stand around the castle for a while. Alright. Let's get the show on the road. It's always annoying when I don't take the elevator. I don't know why I just run sometimes. Yeah, whatever. Probably not the end of the world. Oh, there we go. All kinds of spare armor that I could have just given him. Look at even a man gosh, I guess, if I wanted to. Although that doesn't really make sense to put it on Kirkus. Kinda, I don't know, wow, I shouldn't say that. I did like to keep the man gosh on the characters that were in the front row, though, just because, you know, those characters get attacked a lot more often, so I think it just makes more sense to put them there. Alright, well, I almost had a full set of gear. Just like that. Let's get rid of some junk, shall we? I am glad in, now I don't remember the other, how they did the inventory in the other games, but I've been playing, Suikoden 4, and it's nice to not be like, I don't know, I'd say almost restricted on your inventory. Like, granted, yeah, it's really not that big of a deal, but it's more of an annoyance, you know, to just have to keep coming back to the vault, you know, and okay, well, take a bunch of stuff out, you know, dump off a bunch of garbage that you can't use because, you know, you don't have a certain person, like the sound settings, you know, come to mind in the old books. So it's like you have to go, you know, recruit a couple of people, and then you can take them all out of your vault and then give them to that person. So it's just that it's cumbersome, you know. So again, at the end of the day, it's not really that big of a deal. It's more like it's just gonna waste your time, you know, really. So so that is how it goes. All right. Guess I'm gonna appraise some of my garbage. Hextall and a hextall. Hey, cool. World needs more hextalls. And a Chinese dish. Okay, well, a little better. And another hextall. Ooh, Japanese dish. Oh my. Okay. I think that's it. That's it for appraisals for now. In all honesty, I didn't end up decorating the bath at all in this game. I didn't even touch it. I ended up throwing all of my ornaments into the warehouse, and then I didn't end up doing anything with any of it. But you know, if that's something that you want to do, then by all means, go right ahead. Alright, inventory looks pretty clean now. To apologize, I'm coughing a bit more than normal because I have a head cold. And it's Definitely affecting the lungs a bit. Alright. What am I doing? Who did I kick out? Oh, I kicked what's his face back out. What am I doing? Let's get going already. I can't even remember. Can't remember what I was doing here. Maybe I was looking for somebody else to instead of Krogus? I don't know. Weird. Alrighty. Where are we going now? I think we need to recruit some people, so I'm guessing that's where I went, but let's see. We'll find out. Scarletizia. Okay, maybe not. That sounds more like I'm going right there. Okay. This place is pretty short, luckily. It's kind of a nice I guess, you know, now that I think about it, everything seems really short in comparison to, like, the dwarves' vault. I don't know, that again, that place just felt so long. So, you want to interact with this portrait here to open up this secret room. Alright, so window setting 1 and a magic rune piece. So, magic rune piece is pretty nice, especially if you're gonna use the, you know, the stat item trick. They can be acquired in other spots, but, you know, that one, there's no crummy. Oh wow, there's a door right there. I think I thought that was like just a wall or something. But anyways, so the stat item trick, you know, you can, you know, as long as you have one of the stat items, then you don't necessarily need to farm a bunch, but it does help to, you know, it's I guess far less annoying if you've got a bunch of them in your inventory. Unlike if you're trying to boost characters' strength in this game, the crummy thing is there's no way to get more of the strength stones, and I believe there's only one in the entire game. So, you know, again, if you're gonna be using that trick, then well, the strength is a bit difficult to come by. The magic rune pieces, on the other hand, like the one that we just got, there is an enemy that drops them in the game. But where are those? That's coming up in a little bit yet. So, you know, whatever. I guess now is probably. I don't know if that was the first one we've got, or if we've gotten other ones, but possibly this is the first time you could raise a character's magic. And the great thing, actually, about this game, or maybe not the great thing, I guess I should say, is your character's magic stat is actually what determines how many spells they can cast. So, you know, obviously the higher their magic stat, the more spells they can cast per battle. So, you know, again, the good and bad thing about that is, you know, if you're gonna use the stat stone trick, you can artificially up someone's magic and thus get more you know, spells per combat, or really make anybody into a decent caster. You know, and that just depends on how much time you want to spend on it. Unfortunately, you know, it can get a little annoying. There's another opal. Nice. So apparently the Son-Air prison isn't isn't the only place that you can get those. And you know, if you're gonna use the stat stone trick, I'd recommend doing it you know, kind of right away, or as early as you can, because you know, there's no sense on waiting until the end of the game because then you're not getting anything out of it. You know, the game is granted the game is pretty easy, but and the only reason why I would recommend doing the stat stone trick is just to kind of like make certain characters more fun than you know, than they normally are. There's just with the way the way the stats work in this game, and you know, certain characters being restricted on what runes they've got. Well, I mean, like main character specifically is a good example. There, you have no leeway with him. You're absolutely completely stuck with what he's got, and there's no, you know, there's no way around that. And same with Pawn, and you know, there's quite a few others. So unfortunately, there's some people that you just can't really even do anything with. But other people, you know, we'll just say like, you know, we'll use Victor. Victor is definitely good at what he does. In that, you know, he's got a ton of health and he's got a really, really high strength stat, but his skill is really low, so he can miss a lot. But you know, with the stat stone trick is you can really shore up that weakness. Or you know, if you really want to get crazy, you could you could stick a bunch of magic stones on him and make him into a caster. You know, so you know, there's definitely possibilities. So. But that being said, you know, again, I would recommend if you're going to do it, don't bother waiting until the end of the game because you're not getting on anything out of it. You know, at the end of the game, you're gonna have plenty of people to choose from, and you know, any casters that you need, you will have access to. So, you know, again, if you're gonna do it early. And I think I ran outside there. Because there's another choice here, and depending on what you choose, you can either basically off Milich here or spare him. And if you spare him, you can recruit all 108 Stars of Destiny. If you decide to kill him, you can't. So what I did was I ran outside real quick and saved, so that you know, because obviously I didn't want to run back through his dungeon and collect all the treasures again, so I just walked outside and saved, and then I decided to basically, I think I decided to kill him first, because that was, you know, that was not the way I was gonna let it play out. So So Milich takes it like a man, a lot like Kwanda, you know. So these guys actually do have, I don't know, they're respectable characters. Boom. So Camille there. I don't know. So Camille and Gremio must have, I don't know. It feels like they've got something else going on. She doesn't feel like just a debt collector, you know. I don't know. I mean, she's there avenging his death. You know, they bring her here specifically. I mean, obviously she wasn't in my party, so seems a little strange, but whatever. All right, so here I reset my game, and then you know what? I'm gonna cut this stuff out so that we don't have to watch it all again. Okay, so here we're back. I just cut out, you know, the resetting my game and running back to this specific spot. So this will be the dialogue of you know, sparing him, I guess. Prepare to die. So obviously, when these guys are under the control of the Black Runes, they you know, they don't have control of themselves. So this man is not at fault, and he really wasn't. So obviously, you know, in Victor, it seems strange that they're not putting it together already. I mean, this is exactly what happened with Kwanda, you know. And, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I decided to spare him. I wanted to get all of the 108 Stars of Destiny, and, you know, it's just, this isn't like surprise, hey, you know, this has happened before. So I don't know why. Whatever, you know, whatever. I guess it is what it is. That's the way they decided to write it, so. All right, so obviously the Emperor is taken by Wendy's appearances. Wendy looks like the Empress who must have passed away. I must have missed that. She must have died somehow. And so he's kind of blinded by the fact that Wendy looks, like Claudia. So, all right. You know what? And I'm gonna cut this video here. It's getting a bit long, so like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. But hope you guys are enjoying the videos, and hope you join me for more. All right, thanks for watching.